that
Oh, yeah.
Mikey had. I do love his
for
Inside
sure.
Baseball. So Joseph Quinn, on his adaptation of Johnny Storm, he says, Kevin Feige and I were speaking about previous iterations of him, Johnny Storm. He was branded this womanizing, devil-may-care guy, but is that sexy these days?
Yes.
I don't think so. This version of Johnny is less callous with other people's feelings. He sounds gay.
Okay. Arza. Your thoughts, sir, on that entire paragraph or statement or whatever you want to say.
Well, you can't be chasing puss if you're too busy being used as the puss, I guess. That's exactly what's going on. They're going to make him go from the Human Torch to the Flaming Torch. Their entire thing here is they're definitely going to faggotize him and make it so nobody wants to go anywhere near this version of Johnny Storm. It will be nothing like the comics. We need more brazen, more bold, more amazing characters who show us what it's like to be sexually promiscuous and sexually attracted in a way that isn't overtly pervy. We're not looking for Harvey Weinstein, we're looking for Harrison Ford. And I really don't understand their insistence on shaming any kind of thing that is a natural and healthy sexuality of men. I mean, if that's their goal. But how about you just give us a fun guy who's on fire and likes to talk to hot girls? I mean, we don't need it to be Chris Evans from American Pie. We don't need him in the whipped cream underwear. But I'd like Chris Evans from the 2004
not another
one.
teen movie?
Not another teen movie.
Another teen movie, my bad.
I fucking love that movie too, by the way. I don't care. I do like that movie.
Hungry?
That's a good one. Yeah.
We don't need that far Chris Evans. We do need the Chris Evans from the old one and that kind of attraction to female beauty.
So, side note, he really was naked when he did that scene.
Yeah.
He really
No,
he tucked and they did the whipped cream on his bottom.
Yeah, and the fucking banana too.
But in his ass.
You know, I haven't seen that movie, Darno.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
No, but and I'll say this. You know what's the funny thing that Arza just brought up? And I'll say this. I think fucking Chris Evans made a better Johnny Storm than he did Cap. Don't get me wrong, he was great at Cap and whatever. He was like the quintessential perfect like Johnny, whatever you want to call it, like the Johnny Storm, the fucking
Human Torch.
the fuck boy Human
He
Torch.
was good
whatever.
casting.
Yeah. It was like the perfect yes, that was in the 2000s. That was Johnny Storm. Like, yep, that was you. That one they got right. For the casting, they got that right.
Wasn't he gay for a while in the comics?
In the modern,
yeah, didn't he make it like him and Iceman were like a couple or something? Or
yeah, that was the
the all new Marvel.
Yeah, that was the
all new, all
Marvel.
different. Yeah,
fucking bullshit. Yes. I'd repress that. Thank you, Darnell. But yes.
Sorry, man. Sorry.
Yeah. They made him gay. They did. They 100. So, and ours is fucking right. They're probably going to, or if they don't make him gay, you might as well make him gay. Like it'll be that level of.
I'm surprised they didn't gender swap Johnny Storm to make him like Joe Storm, like Joe from Facts of Life, J.O. Storm, and have her like banging dudes left and right or banging chicks left and right because women empowerment.
Okay, I just got to bring this up. Mostly for the women and Arza. Okay, so
yeah, there you go.
Fuck that. This is a hot dude, man. I look at this dude.
There you go.
This is the Johnny Storm that we're talking about here.
Look, I could do with
waiting outside the bathroom to try and catch me in a towel?
Yeah.
What?
Why
do people use fucking music like this?
Were you just waiting?
Well, that song was like really reminiscent of that time. That's why. So whatever.
Yes, I understand, but that's a copyright fucking claim on your YouTube video.
That's one of my favorite scenes in the movie. Like he was, imagine this. All over.
That's Johnny Storm. Like if you put Johnny Storm in 2000 or whatever, I think it was 2005 or whatever it was. Like that's him. That's the quintessential Johnny Storm, or how he would have acted or whatever.
Which sucks is like you know how he died.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it was kind of it was funny at the time, but after I watched it a second time, I'm like,
Fuck.
Oh, so that means those movies. Okay, fuck, that sucks.
Yeah.
You know, I could have done without the Trail of Tears, but you know, other than that, it was a damn good design choice for Johnny Storm.
Yeah.
As by design choice, I mean naked.
Right.
See,
So no one, I've heard no one talk about this, and this has bothered the shit out of me. That no one, even the people who have been trashing this movie from the beginning, have mentioned the Thing's fucking voice.
Oh, I have. I specifically bitched about it in my video on this
I
movie.
bitched about it in the group chat. I think on one show I bitched about it, but like, he sounds like a fucking dude.
Yeah, that's fucking peak. This is such a good cream pie. Let me do the clobbly clob.
Like,
So fucking bad.
he's supposed to sound gravelly. That's a good cream pie there, you know. That was Cajun shit. That was gay
He doesn't
gambit.
sound like he's smoking 27 packs a day.
Yeah.
What the fuck is the point? He just sounds like a metrosexual mixed guy trying to sell me a Verizon package.
this is why I brought this is why I wanted you on here, Arza. By the way, that right there, you could clip that. So
Clip that, Arza.
you could fucking cut that, dude. No, but you're right. Like he should sound like Michael Chiklis, right?
Yeah.
Like in the fucking
Michael
Shield,
Rooker.
or Michael Rooker, whatever.
No. Check. I was just adding Rooker to that list.
Oh, or Rooker.
I was adding it. Sorry.
Either or. He should sound like that from the Shield / or well, I mean, they made him sound even more gravelly in the movie, whatever. But yeah, that's roughly. And no, he sounds like totally fine.
He's a guy made of rock with the voice of an angel.
Sure. Yeah. That's
The voice of a Jewish dude. I mean, come on. Is it
makes-
Woody Allen?
It makes total fucking sense. Absolutely.
All right. So, So in the past, when Marvel has dropped some seemingly innocuous hints, it's typically worse than they are letting on. That's the reaction fans have had with this film.
And here's the biggest problem, right, with this Sue Storm thing and this Flame On and the Ben Grimm, all this bullshit. We just got them in Fantastic Four, and they're fucking peak. They're perfectly done. Sue Storm is sensual as always. She's constantly fighting with Namor, who wants to fuck her every chance she can. She really wants to mix those tentacles up on that yacht. And she's out here rejecting him. Ben Grimm's got the "it's clobbering time"
For a
type
while,
voice. He's
she
got
gave
the
in.
deep voice. And Mr. Fantastic is competent, he's smart, but he's also a little aloof and distracted because of how depth and everything. And Johnny Storm is his flirtatious self. He flirts with many female characters. I believe he actually tries to get Luna Snow to go on a date with him or something. And it's all very key onto the comics. And they created so many new fans with this expression of Fantastic Four. And so all these new fans are like, oh, Fantastic Four, I love them in Marvel Rivals. Let's go watch the movie. And they're going to be so thoroughly disappointed.
Yeah. Oh, you left out the fact that Sue Storm does give in to Namor at one point. And cheats on Master Reed.
We don't. Yeah, no. In the comic, yeah, they totally get it. In the comics, they do get it on. However, I would argue that in the comics, he's much more good looking than whatever.
Well, yeah.
Whatever the hell.
Yeah, he doesn't have this like big thing sticking through his nose, like that bull piercing, and
he doesn't look like a fucking barista. Like no, it's just but whatever.
As an aside, I need to ask a question. Okay, Sue Storm. Sue, it's a hypothetical question. Okay, so I want the chat to answer because chat. I love you, chat, all of you, but also the panel, because it's a hypothetical question. So she's the invisible woman, right? Okay, so you're fucking her doggy style and she goes invisible. Where does your dick go? Do you see it? Or is it just gone? Because it's inside of her.
Oh, that's a
I
good
think
question.
she can choose. I think, well, because you don't see the contents of her stomach, you don't see the food. So I think she can make a choice. I think that's a choice.
Well,
I'd say leave it. Let me see.
I'm just saying all of that. Okay, all right. You don't see her stomach contents. Like maybe she doesn't. It's like swimming. You don't go visible 20 whatever minutes after. I don't know. But I'm just wondering. Like it could. It's kind of like she's invisible. It is hide the tip. It's literally hidden, isn't it?
Yeah.
You just blew my fucking mind.
Okay. Now I've got to ask. who do you think does the most work in bed, though? Sue Storm or Reed Richards? Because she can do all her psionic stuff, she can mess with things, create like
Put your
space
finger in his
bubbles
butt.
and whatnot. Yeah, but Reed, now he can fill any and all crevices. You know, that guy, he can widen, he can lengthen, he can do whatever he pleases. He can go into multiple ports at
fill the
once if
uterus
he
up.
wanted to. So who here's really doing the most work with this?
Probably him. Because what is she gonna do? Fucking rattle something across the room and gives a shit about that?
Well, no. She does her
Yeah, she could put
power.
a force field in his butt like a finger. You
Yeah.
know? She could do stuff.
No. I'm saying like she could vibrate his dick. Like she could like
across the room.
Turn him into the
yeah. Yeah, she has that. Well, I forgot. I guess psionic, whatever you want to call it, where she like vibrates at you and like moves shit. Yeah.
All right, my man Kevin, he in the chat, he's got he says it depends on if it was invisible if it was in her when she went invisible or not. Pull it out and put it back in, it'd be visible.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Okay.
Support it.
I see what he did there. Okay.
But great
Now,
chat.
here's another question. Do you
Chat.
think you ever need to worry about pulling out with Sue Storm, or can't you just like pull it out?
She could just like put a force field like a
Like-
diaphragm and just push it
Oh
out.
my god, you would be able to see theoretically how far your jizz shoots inside of a human. Because listen, if you're jerking off on a paper towel, it just like dribbles out because it's not really like enthusiastic, right? But inside
We
a
tackle
human,
the tough questions here, ladies and
inside of a
gentlemen.
Wait, so,
human,
okay.
it's very enthusiastic, and so it always shoots a little bit farther. You would get a good gauge of how that's going.
So what you're saying is, with Sue Storm and Reed Richards, you could
I should paint the
hypothetically see
walls and-
how deep she can swallow the sword.
Yeah.
Yes.
And this is why you come to this channel.
This is yes.
The hard-hitting questions.
Well, it's just, I mean, I'm sure people think about this all the time, but who's stupid enough to ask? I am. All right. So Marvel has yet to prove to fans that they aren't girl bossing too close to the sun. I think we were tricked for a little while, and then they've sprinkled some doubt, and now I just assume that there's going to be a lot in there that they're probably trying to hide because they know one lesbian kiss and Buzz Lightyear was just enough to fucking wreck it. So they're probably like, don't let too much out. What do you guys think?
And that's exactly what I like. And to be fair, yeah, we have the right to be concerned or worried or whatever. Like me personally, I was literally looking forward to this. I'm like, okay, maybe finally maybe the MCU got it right. Maybe
Feige said they're getting back to entertaining.
they just want to make stuff for the fans. Okay, cool. There's no more bullshit. There's no more gender politics, whatever. And then she drops this alongside the shit that Johnny just said. You're just like, oh, dude, come on, man. Like, you were so close. You were so fucking close. Like, damn it.
They tripped themselves at the finishing line.
Yes. Fuck.
Well,
Reed tripped over his dick on the.
I
the
did
fucking,
see something today
yes.
that they're going into reshoots today. So it's
Well,
possible.
they better fucking hurry up because
It's
guess
possible.
what? This shit comes out in July.
Well,
So-
I saw something that like even Superman could be filming the day before